do not need to waste your time watching this movie. You do not need to pay $30 goddamn. You could just go ahead and watch the original film and don't even bother seeing it when it comes out on December 4th for free.
It is 15th century China. I'm starting out deep, boy. I got a good story for you right here. A father is looking at his little daughter, little Mulan, in the grass, just slicing up weeds, a little stick. He's looking at her and saying, "God damn, boy, my baby's chi is strong." Too bad it's wasted on the vagina. Can't do shit with it. You know, in a perfect world, you would be a great warrior. In a perfect world, you'd be better than any man in this village, but you ain't no man. So that means that you got to do what a woman has to do back then. Just marry a dude, which, by the way, we arranged for, shit out a kid, and spend the rest of your days trying to make sure that everybody except you is happy. But if you're lucky, you might be able to whoop that guy's ass every now and then with the chi skills you got. But that is not the story of Mulan that we have here. The story of Mulan is quite the opposite. This is the story of the young woman that went on. She had skills. She had leadership. She had bravery that outclassed any man around her. And we're going to see if that's actually worth $30 to pay for to see. I don't know. $30, man, on Disney Plus.
I know. You got to have Disney Plus first.
Yeah.
Just to get in the doorway. You got to pay to get in the club. Yeah. And
Yep.
then you got to buy your drinks.
Yeah. And then maybe she'll give you a lap dance. No, man. You know, this is the one everybody's talking about. Like, everybody thought Disney, and they still pulling this shit. They said, Mulan got Disney Plus. Stream it now.
Turn it down.
What? Excuse me?
Yeah. No, get Disney Plus Premium. Exclusive. Well, I got Disney Plus. All right.
Yeah.
I'm exclusive. I get to go to the VIP section. Whoa. Slow down, cowboy.
Yep.
$30.
Yep.
But I thought 30. Bouncer, get over here.
Yeah. People, this is you already got the subscription, but they're saying to people out there, no, this is a badass bitch right here. She's worth paying the extra $30 for to watch her. You thought that cartoon Mulan was some shit? No, hell no. You ain't never seen it like this. We believe in it so much that we're bringing it to you for an extra 3 bones right there. Is it worth it? We'll take a look and see. Some people are talking about just the look of the film. Just the look of the film got people going with this. And I'll be the first to tell you, this is a gorgeous looking film. You know, even watching it on a TV, you know, everything you could tell everything's coordinated. Costumes, set designs, art direction, the makeup, even all of it is meant to make every frame a beautiful picture. I tell you right now, you could pause this on any frame. Look, I just paused it right there. You could put that shit in the frame, put up in the house somewhere. Tell people you've been to China. Just lie.
We're about to go to battle right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a museum or some shit, man. I don't know. Yeah. Boy, we went got some egg rolls and shit. But this is
Who are you, Chris Tucker?
Come on, sour chicken next. What's gonna happen next?
they got egg rolls in China. Why y'all getting all? Yeah, y'all are the racist ones.
No, we ain't.
Yeah.
What? You can't mention race of people without connecting them with food.
Yeah.
with their fast food.
Man, I guarantee you, if that was an amusement park, if that was a museum, that'd be an egg roll stand right around the corner. It looks amazing. Even the battle scenes. Even the battle scenes in this, they pop with so much color, man. You know, it almost makes you overlook that no one ever bleeds in this.
It's a Disney movie.
It's a Disney movie.
It's unfortunate that it's so much about war and they do so much with the battle, yet being a Disney movie, no one can bleed, and most of them can't even die.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
No, you can't see that. They'll have a dude get stabbed with an arrow, and he's still on the ground. Just,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, die, man.
Can't do it.
The Mongols come to your town and knock everybody out.
Yes,
exactly.
It's bonk you on the head. There were so many seasons where they just bonk someone on the head and they just fall over. My God. Yeah, man.
Exactly. Yeah, if you get if you get thrown off of a castle wall, you don't ever hear him hit the ground.
Nope.
All you hear is ah. You just look at
I'm sure he's fine.
This film has G.I. Joe rules where no one falls, no one dies.
Yeah. The battle scenes, look, it's a Disney movie. Massacres are supposed to be fun in Disney movies. Family-friendly death. But you look at these battle scenes, man, it's funny because I ain't never seen so much red in the middle of a battle or war, and none of it is blood.
None of his blood.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though, you have to keep in mind, yes, it's even being a PG-13 Disney movie, it's still something that's going to be very family-friendly.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, man, if you're not going to show blood, if you're not going to show battles in the way that you would see them in any other kind of movie or non-Disney film, at least make it very stylish.
Yeah.
And it is. It very much is so.
Play to your strengths.
Exactly. I appreciate the way that they show even more odds that women face, particularly Mulan, because everyone is so serious here. In the animated version of Mulan, when they said that they killed Mulan, when they discovered that she was a woman, we're all like, well, hey, that's funny. She ain't gonna die. Let's just, all this cartoon shit going on and everything, and nobody's worried about that. But when you hear real people say it, looking mad as hell when they say it, it's like, oh, you're serious.
Yeah. Don't take that bun down, girl.
Yeah, no, it's they really do nail it right here. Like, this is deathly serious. And not only that, but they tell you, like, after we kill you, still not done. We're gonna go in and talk about your daddy. He ain't shit. Your mama's a hoe. Your sister's a bitch. If your aunt is around, she ain't shit either. Your uncle's a they're going to shame the whole family, the whole family, the whole lineage if they can. I thought that oppressiveness, it brought an interesting dynamic to the story.
Sure.
Here. Well, you want to say something about that then?
No. I mean, it's it's one of the tenets from Mulan from the very beginning and all the different variations they've done on it. So yeah, you do feel it. It's one thing to, like you said, to have a cartoon commander saying this is what we'll do. And you're like, yeah, all right, you know what I'm talking about. But here, with that is Donnie Yen, right?
Yeah, it's Donnie.
Yeah, it's Donnie Yen.
Yeah. And they make sure it's like, hey, we're not bullshitting around.
Yeah.
Because I got to say, you're saying that they were more dramatic in this. And they certainly were more serious in this. But I felt that the cartoon versions were more threatening because I thought that the cartoon versions were better actors. I felt like they actually had emotion in their voice instead of like all this stilted dialogue we got during the scenes when they're trying to shame Mulan.
I like how they explored that dynamic between Mulan and this sorceress chick that they got here. This woman got shunned by society because of her bird powers that she got.
She's a bird girl.
Yeah, I don't. It explains it. It's just like it was some chick that could turn into a bird, and they say, "Oh, you're a witch," and she's like, "Well, yeah." And she's like, "Well, it was like she would look at Mulan and be like, this is what you can be this powerful. You could take power into your own hands, but you have to do it at the trade-off of becoming an evil bitch." I kind of like what the way they stressed that because they said that's a trade-off. You have these virtues, but the tricky thing here is that for power, and man can have power no matter what, but women, if they get power, they're seen as threatening, and the only thing that you can do to actually reclaim your power is to be that evil bitch that everybody wants you to be. I thought that was really cool that they introduced that. That is something that is not in the animated version of Mulan, and they tried to go out and make this very much different. Some of the same story beats, but very much different from the animated one.
Sure, and there's that feeling like, okay, this this needs something else since you've taken away. Golly, it's like there's like 3 or 4 humorous sidekicks in the animated version. So throwing this in, I'm like you. I liked it. I just thought it came in so late. That was like.
With that theme there.
That theme, yeah. I was like, man. I mean, I dig this. I dig this message. I like it. It's just like it's so late in the movie. I was like, I wish this had been there earlier.
I liked this actor, and I forgot his name.
He's been so many things.
He's been Zima, I believe is his name. I liked what they kind of did with his character. He's not in the movie much, but I do like what they did with it because, on the opposite end of the oppressive part of women here, you have also in a smaller capacity. They talk about how another harmful thing is this overcompensation for masculinity. This is the reason why. This dude, Mulan's daddy, man, he got a busted leg.
Yeah.
He can't, and
He's got Parkinson's.
Yeah, he can't hold a sword. I mean, what the? I mean, even this dude's looking at him like, God damn.
I love that. No. I will fight for my film. Don't.
Yeah.
He's like, sorry, Elizabeth. No. I got it.
Yeah.
And the guy's just like, oh, Jesus.
This man got a busted leg, got a daughter that could fight better than any dude in the village. And yet they still like, nah, you gotta be the one. And that fool tried his best to get out of that shit.
Have you no son? I am blessed with 2 daughters. I will fight.
Oh God! Oh.
He did that LeBron James flop. Like,
Tried to play. No, I'm a brave man.
It's okay.
Oh shit! Oh no, I'm all right. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Even the dude looking at him like, you know what, get your ass up.
Yeah, for real, man.
He's looking like you done? No, I'll be all right. Oh God, no, I'll be okay.
The Chinese opera's in town.
Yeah. You're like, yeah, you keep that bullshit up all day. I'm gonna be here. This version is doing a lot of things here that I just admire for them trying to make this different.
Sure.
Than the animated one. I really do. I really do appreciate the effort.
I mean, after their last 2 or 3 outings, I'm super appreciative anytime they change it up.
Yeah, I am too. I'm even more appreciative when they do it well, which they don't do here. If you ask me, I would appreciate it a whole lot more if they actually gave me characters to care about, any kind of personality. I would appreciate that a whole lot if they made it interesting and made me actually have feelings towards someone. But for me, that's not what they did. Let me start out with this. First of all, I'm just gonna say this. I didn't buy one goddamn bit that Mulan was a dude.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Jesus Christ. I'm like, you guys can't. Okay. They can't tell.
I got to suspend disbelief like a
You have to. You really do.
Well, to imagine that there's a point where Mulan did not look like a girl. They got that woman in here. I believe that woman was a bird. more than I believe Mulan was a dude.
Yeah.
It was like not one dude like even if you bought it that it was a guy, not one dude like, God damn, you a pretty looking guy. Yeah. Jesus Christ, you a good looking dude. Not one.
No one questions it. There's never a moment where they actually like, wait a minute.
God damn, at least try to put on a mud mustache or something. Even when she tries to like change her voice or try to make herself seem more masculine, it becomes even more obvious that that's a chick.
Insult me again and you'll taste the tip of my blade.
Wow.
Lower your sword.
Or what?
Where the hell did he come from? You know, there's a man there. They're like, damn, am I having a seizure? What's this force?
Oh, man.
That fool flew in.
He did.
I'm your commanding officer. With your voice, soldier.
Yes, Commander.
Wait a minute. Look, I ain't no sex or anything, but raise your shirt. Oh, bullshit.
Hua Jun, Commander.
Is this your family sword?
It belongs to my father, Hua Zhou.
In certain areas, you could probably suspend this disbelief in a way. I mean, maybe she was trying out for like a K-pop band or something, because all the motherfuckers look like chicks.
They're very pretty.
Yeah, they're very pretty. All of them.
Yes.
I ain't never looked at a K-pop band and said, you know what? There's not one dude here I wouldn't. I'm sure I get a pass because they all look like chicks.
Yeah, if you put a long-haired wig on any one of them, you wouldn't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You'd already be home with them before. It's like, well, at this point, I might as well go.
Shit, I'm going with it. Now, if Mulan want to go and say, I'm trying out for BTS or something, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I can see because you fit right in right there. But here? No, not at all. Not buying that shit whatsoever. You know, and like I said, the only one who might have known that I really believe his character when it comes to her is Hong Guai, played by Yosan An. You know, because every time she's trying to have a moment alone, he's there. He was trying to the moment she got there. That's why he's like, hey, need a hand? The moment
Something in his subconscious was telling him.
Yeah. Yes.
because
Urges.
yeah, man, my boy, the moment she got there, he like, yeah, I don't give a what it is, man or woman, I'm getting up in that because you know, like she'll do things like because she has to go do stuff by herself, so she's trying to be alone so nobody can, you know, her secret won't be revealed, and every time she tries to be alone, this mother is there. She's trying to find. She done had days of her ass stinking. She finally gets to go take a bath, and he comes out from behind a rock. Hey, taking off his clothes and shit, you know, ready. You know, can we talk about what happened earlier? And she's like, how come you can't talk about it over there with your clothes on?
This is how I talk.
Yeah, Betty, why don't you leave me the alone? I ain't even look. I'm not even making fun of my man right here because his thirsty ass is actually has more character,
Yes,
and more development than most of the characters in here, at least in my opinion. You know, the movie is so beautiful and so interesting with themes that I was rooting for this the whole time. I was rooting for this that it would make me care more about the film than the actual visuals here, if I could get past that. But the problem for me is that everything, when it comes to the story, everything is story beats. It lacks personality or lacks any kind of strong relationships. Throughout the movie, you know, you have these sidekicks in the film.
you don't know any of their names, by the way.
And you know none of their names, you know nothing. They say the names, but you don't. Thing is, they're forgettable because you don't really know.
Yeah.
That you know they have maybe one or two scenes of development. One is a montage. The other is a quick thing where they're joking around a campfire.
And it's terrible.
Yeah.
all those actors are so bad.
Who's the fake chick you got at home? You know, it's like, all right, that's one scene. That doesn't make up for when we first got together and they were all strangers, and all of a sudden
They're best friends.
they're best friends.
Yeah.
I was like,
Not earned whatsoever. Like
No.
most of the things in this movie.
At least I didn't think so. I didn't think that they earned that at all.
Yeah.
The villain in this. Let me see here. Where's my man? Oh, there he is. Boring Khan.
Wait, is that your nickname?
That's my nickname.
I mean, I think it's Bori Khan, so it's pretty close.
No, let's just complete the word.
He is. He really is. Yeah.
Yeah, Bori Khan over here.
Had an extra N and G onto it.
This man is surrounded by nameless fighters and soldiers. Nameless and faceless. Half of them have their faces covered up. He gets pretty much overshadowed by his sidekick.
Yeah.
Sure.
The bird woman.
Yeah, you see a woman turn into a bird.
That's
you're like,
interesting.
oh well, I want more of that. No, but look over here at me. Hey, I got this right here.
But, you know-
can you turn to a bird? Because if you could do that, I'll stay right here. You can't.
Yeah.
No, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you the bird woman's boss. You the bird boss, so you supposed to be more badass than the bird woman.
nah.
Again, no real personality. He's a villain that says, I'm out to take over, and that's it.
Yep.
I want revenge, and I want what you got, and that's it.
Revenge for something we didn't even see. They couldn't even establish that. We're told it.
But they told you.
They told you. Show, don't tell, goddammit. I don't know why that's so hard.
The villain might not matter because the villain just, like I said, villain don't, you know, one person says, I defeated that person. He's like, yeah, you defeated me. No. He said, you defeated my daddy, but I'm back. You know, it's like, well, you know, it'd be cool if we got some history right here or shown something or maybe an exchange between these two characters. That doesn't happen. But that might not even matter if our hero was more compelling. The chick that plays Mulan in this, I know she's pretty much like the equivalent of Blue Lives Matter over here.
Right. In China, that's what she is.
Yeah, in China. People hate her ass over China. Somebody got their ass whooped, and she said, I am for the police. Whatever the color of the other uniforms over there. You know, they're the ones that matter to me. I think Yifi Lu is her name. Look, I'm not going to hold that controversy against her. You know, I'm not going to politicize this or anything. I will say this, that had she been more of a compelling character, and that is our hero, we're supposed to like root for her.
Yes.
You can make the villain just a force of nature if your hero is somebody you love and care about, and they have to fight that. I didn't give a shit, really.
She's awful. I'm sorry, but every time, like her first line of dialogue, she's just tripping over herself. I'm like, oh my God. Like the little girl they had playing young Mulan was better. And that version of the character was an asshole. Hopping all over the place.
I agree with you on that.
Knocking shit over.
I agree with you on that. Because see, that's something I'm going to talk about.
Okay,
here.
good. Yeah, I didn't mean to get ahead of you.
But the thing is, I didn't think she was terrible.
Oh, man.
I thought her character was just written very bland. You know, she's not that interesting because you know what her character is that I'm a woman and I have to earn respect in a sexist world.
Yeah.
But her abilities don't feel earned. You know, it might have worked if she had to hide her powers. You know, because that's what my biggest problem with this is. She's born with the Force.
Yeah.
They say Chi. That shit is the Force. Chi is just the Asian version of the Force.
She came first.
She came first, but here it's the Force. Yeah. It's one with all nature. I know the Force is influenced by Chi, but it's the Force here. You know, that might have worked. Her having her Chi, her Force, whatever, if she actually had to hide her powers. But when she's a little girl, she's just running all over the place, jumping on shit.
I mean, she's climbing on walls, she's running up walls and things, and it's all edited horribly, so it's like you're doing a bad job selling her Force powers, but it's just like, wow.
And the village is like, will you get your girl? She's running around breaking statues.
All the time.
Running up shit. She's like that ADD kid that's running around.
And the movie tries to pitch it where it's like, oh, she's precocious. She's rambunctious. It's like, no, she's a little asshole. Get her. Stop having her knocking things over. Stop. She's literally pushing old women out of the way, have them fall down, probably breaking their goddamn hip. And you're trying to sell me on this is the hero of the movie? All right, well, you're gonna address this later on. They never address it. Messing with her sister the entire time, just with her. Terrible way to introduce the character. The spider, I'm gonna try to smush it.
Like it didn't bother me as much as it bothered you, but
it bothered me, man. I was just like, I hated it.
Clearly, she's a little kid. How you gonna hold that against her when she's an adult?
The dad should do something better.
This is the hero, an 8-year-old.
Dad should discipline her.
That bitch.
Goddamn right.
I see.
Absolutely.
I see both your points. It's like I'm not as upset as you are, but I'm still like, get your kid.
Yeah, I'm tired of that trope in movies.
Because the thing is, the whole fucking village sees her floating around, jumping around, doing flips and everything. So everybody knows that this chick has got some goddamn powers, and they're sick of it. And the thing is that so by the time it comes for her to like be a warrior, when she has to cross over from being a daughter to Mulan the fighter, it doesn't feel really earned. It's not eventful.
Now that would have been good.
Like a bunch of trash cans.
Well, you see why they didn't include that? Because that would have been funny. That would have had you an injected personality in the movie then. You can't have that.
When Mulan has to actually like suit up and become the Mulan that we know as the soldier, that's a sequence that is done with more emotion. That's a sequence that is done with a lot more than just I'm putting on an armor and walking out of a room. They made a sequence out of that, you know, and it was beautiful, and it's doesn't feel the same here.
About you, Mulan.
Yeah!
Ran away from home. Impersonated a soldier.
You know, even with something as simple as cutting your hair, reflecting in yourself and you know, looking at your own reflection, like wondering like, who am I going to be? You know, it's like that feels a lot more than what they did here. I got to tell you this too. I didn't even recognize Jet Li.
Me either. A lot of people are saying that.
Jet Li's in the movie.
No,
I didn't know that.
He's the Emperor. I didn't know.
Oh, shit.
To the end credits when it said Jet Li, I was like, what?
Wow, he's aged so much.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. And maybe it's because, like, he just, again, another really self-serious character where it's just like he didn't change his expression one time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I didn't think he was very good in it either. I thought he was one of the worst actors in the movie.
Okay, tell me the movie where Jet Li is a good actor.
All right, fair enough. You got me there. You got me there. He could punch real well, though. He punched better actors.
Yeah, he didn't do no punching in this at all.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
There's no Mushu here. And tell him what you said earlier, Chris.
This movie needed a jive talking dragon. I'm sorry to say it, but it's absolutely true. I'm sorry, it's true.
And I thought about it, and I was like, you know something? At first, I was happy to hear that there was no Mushu. Mm-hmm. And I know I keep complaining about Disney having these sassy black characters in there. But
You sure do.
I should do. But throughout the movie, there's this phoenix that just keeps flying around. And I look at that phoenix, and I swear to God, I stopped at one time, and I said, you know what? I'd give anything to have that phoenix talk like Kevin Hart right now.
I feel like that Phoenix was there just to remind you to go like, I could have been Mushu.
Yep.
You
Oh, yeah.
didn't want,
Every time.
You didn't want that. Oh, here I am again. I could have been Mushu again. I had a great line for this, but I'm not Mushu, so I'm just going to fly around a little bit more.
And do nothing.
Yep, absolutely.
I wish that bird talked so much jive in this. I wish that bird got down and started twerking and rapping. You know, there are some moments that stand out more than others. I think that and I think that, if this had a better script, had something to punch up the characters. When I say punch up, I'm not talking about, comedic punch up, even though you could do that, but just something to make me feel like all these characters are connecting with each other, because everybody feels like a little island, because no one feels like that they are actually experiencing each other. Everybody's just stating what they're going to do, and then they do it.
Yep.
And everything just happens too fast that none of these relationships are well established. I think that the fight scenes are, when they're combined with cinematography as beautiful as this, as I said before, I believe that they are true pieces of art.
You need to find the Emperor. We'll hold them back.
He's like, wait a minute. Oh, shit. She missed. No blood.
Just tripped him with that sword. It's like, ow, my foot.
She just dust comes out. Glitter. It's beautiful. It's when they actually show you the fight scenes with the stunt work, the wire work. I know a lot of people don't like wire work these days, and I'm not a huge fan of it. But when it's done well, I don't mind it. I think it looks a lot of the stuff they did here, the stunt work, the fight choreography, combined with just the set pieces and the costume, that I admire. I also like that this didn't have a big love story. Again, some people have been talking about this has been sort of a controversy itself, because some people wanted to go into a more homoerotic situation, or kind of indicate that the guy that's into her is probably bi or something.
Right.
I didn't mind them not having a love story in this, because they already have enough time. They already have a hard enough time doing what they can with the characters they have, doing just the regular stuff that they're doing. Mm-hmm. And I just mentioned how I really like this actor here. What's his name? Zima. I keep saying that. Just think of that drink, Zima.
I know, right?
Much as I like to drink, you think this? I know his name better than anybody else. But he brings the best scenes of drama.
Yeah, emotion.
Emotion. He's the one that actually has the best scenes where he feels like he's one of the better characters in the movie. I feel like he's one of the only characters in the film.
Yeah.
I love the scenes between how moved he would get between him and Mulan, how conflicted he was between him and his daughter.
My whole thing is, at this point, man, is I have a tier. I have a tier system at this point. You either need to be just as good, which I don't think is a big ask when it comes to being a remake of the original film, or you got to be better. And it's like, if you can't do that, then just be as good. And the movie I'm looking at, it's like it does nothing better than the original film. When it comes to the action scenes, the character development, the performances, the humor, it doesn't even have any humor. I mean, can I give my rating here? Or are we going to keep going around the room?
Go ahead.
I'll happen. I mean, because, so I have like a zero tolerance policy for this stuff at this point. So this is the definition of some old bullshit. You do not need to waste your time watching this movie. You do not need to pay $30 goddamn dollars You could just go ahead and watch the original film and don't even bother seeing it when it comes out December 4th for free.
Whoa, well, you had your...
There's no point to it.
I'm about to say you had that ready before you came.
Yeah, a little bit.
Practicing it in the car on the way here. That's why he was late. He was like going around the block a few times, making sure he got it right.
Because he even had his look at the end. You do not need to pay $30 for this. I'll watch this in December for free. All right. No, man. Well said.
Thank you.
Well said. Well, Martin.
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna try to follow that up.
I don't know how to follow that, but I'll take a stab at it. A big problem with what you're saying about how it doesn't measure to the original film is that animated movie is not the original film. That's like maybe the 7th or 8th time they filmed Mulan. And this movie borrows from a lot of those other films before that. The problem for me with it is that while it's trying to be, it's introducing the whole wuxia style. And it's almost like a version, like somebody said, well, I'm going to do Mulan, but I want to make it sort of like Hero. And which is a fine idea, and some of it works, but it's a half measure. So what it does is it's somewhere in between, and it doesn't really satisfy either one of these things. But there's still enough within the middle to enjoy. More of the energy is spent on the design, the production, working in those fight scenes, which I like quite a bit. I thought they looked good. It's got plenty of missteps, but also things in it I'm like, it's likable enough. I'm not denying the stuff you guys are saying about it. I just think it's not something I would have felt I got my money's worth out for $30. But when it's on, December, when it's for free, absolutely. But yeah, I came away feeling like it was more like a low matinee or a high rental.
I guess the big question that everybody's answering is it worth $30? No, it ain't. I'd be mad at you if you paid $30 for that. It ain't even my money. I would not pay $30 for that. I would probably say if you want to pay $19.99, which is $20, and you want to pull some people together, or you got a couple of girls at home just screaming to watch this, that's fine. Because really, this is for the those people who want the little girls out there to have something to watch, and I appreciate that. Believe me, I'm not looking past that at all. But as I was saying earlier, there's also a lot of people who are looking at this as the Black Panther for Asians.
I thought Crazy Rich Asians was that.
No, because this is like super heroic and shit.
Oh, okay.
No, people, it ain't that. No, not by a long shot. And I ain't trying to say this ain't a competition. I'm trying to say, yeah, blacks win. No.
It's been decided.
No, I want everybody to have their equivalent of the thing that champions their culture.
Of course.
Especially if you haven't had that opportunity to see yourself presented on screen in the way that other people have with the money that's there. I wish this could have been that. I was rooting for this to be that. I was excited for this to come out for that. Now, I didn't go in with any kind of big expectations or low expectations. Yeah, it's when this comes out for free, or if it was cheaper, I would say, yeah, definitely worth watching. That comes out to a rental, just a flat out plain rental for me. Yeah, it does not hold a candle to what those animators did, to what those storytellers did, and this is why I appreciate Disney Animation in this heyday, because they take the first thing that they would do, Disney animators, is that they say we got to make sure, if nothing else, we have some characters here that people will love. Good one, Saw. Good one. What do you think, man? Want to come up and say what you thought about this?
I think one of the biggest problems with it is like this movie didn't really know its audience. Like it feels like it was half made for a Chinese audience and half made for an American audience. That's why you get that issue with humor. Because like a lot of Chinese humor is a lot of suspense and like, this can happen. It might happen. Like that's why you got the scene with the spider and then her like bathing in the lake and he's like standing there. It's the dread of something happening that Chinese people that comes across as humor more. It's not as good as its parts. Like the cinematography and like all the shots and that $200 million that they spent, fantastic. It looks like they spent that money, but like everything else, like the acting is super duper wooden. I think that again is another part of it being half Chinese, half American production. I do think I like the fight scenes. I like how it looks. I really enjoyed like even that they decided to go a different route, because I didn't want them to pull the same thing they did with The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. It's like, try something else. And I'll give them 100% credit for that. They did. It didn't land like they wanted it to, but I thought it was, they at least tried that. So yeah, I give it a wrench.